Brendan Rodgers will have been studying his diary and looking at the number of fixtures facing his players as Leicester City fight on 3 fronts. They are 3 games away from winning the FA Cup and 9 from the Europa League. They have 15 Premier League fixtures remaining, and have risen to a position where they are not only top 4 contenders but could have a significant say in the title race as well. Rodgers will need to use the depth of his squad if he is to compete in every competition. It will test these players to the limit. Back in 2015-16, when Leicester became the 5,000,1 champions, they averaged a game a week. That meant they had time to recover, plan and attack the Premier League. That isn't possible now. Rodgers' players could become victims of their own success, and today is a very big game for both Leicester and Liverpool. A good result could act as a springboard. Liverpool are 27 points worse off than they were at the same stage last season, and Jurgen Klopp says they aren't in the title race. A win against a direct rival could kickstart the rebuild, however. Liverpool will look to dictate play and impose their high press on Leicester, but Rodgers has shown he knows how to beat possession-based sides this season. He doesn't mind having his side sit deep and, in Jamie Vardy, they have someone ready, made for meeting balls over the top. Leicester have had less than 50% possession in 9 matches this season and won 8 of them, only losing to today's opponents at Anfield in November. That included beating Manchester City 5,2 with 28.3% possession, and Leeds 4,1 with 32.5%. More often than not, Rodgers likes to keep the ball because he has good technical players like James Maddison. But with Vardy and Wilfried Ndidi having managed an hour each in the FA Cup in midweek, the pieces of the puzzle are there for Rodgers if he wants his side to sit and counter. Leicester could revert to their back four today, and I'm not sure there is a defence with better competition in the country. Left-back James Justin has been dealt the devastating news that he needs surgery on an ACL injury. Now Premier League winner Christian Fuchs and emerging talent Luke Thomas will compete for his place. Centre-backs Wesley Fofana and Charles Soyuncu will play together someday, but the experienced Johnny Evans, 33, is proving the perfect partner for both for now. Right-back Ricardo Pereira has shown how good he is in recent seasons, but Timothy Castagne, until his recent injury, had been keeping him out of the team. With this defense, and Ndidi providing protection in front, Leicester have a solid base. Ndidi can look after Roberto Firmino today, with those tricky positions he takes up, while Vardy can test Liverpool's makeshift backline. That is what the Leicester striker did at the King Power Stadium during their 2015-16 title-winning season, remember, as our graphic below shows. The threat of Vardy doing that to Liverpool remains very real. Klopp's side are vulnerable right now. The centre of their defence is their Achilles heel. They continue to hold a high line and Leicester's pace down the middle will pose a big threat on Saturday. Liverpool lost Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez, but then compounded the problem by moving midfielders Jordan Henderson and Fabinho into defence, disrupting 2 sections of the team at the same time. As good as Henderson and Fabinho are, they are making mistakes which specialist central defenders wouldn't. That has been a big downfall for Liverpool, as evidenced by the 4-1 defeat by Manchester City at Anfield last week. For City's opener, Raheem Sterling beat Trent Alexander-Arnold and Fabinho was too far away from his right back, whereas Gomez would have known to be closer to provide protection. Later, for City's second goal, Phil Foden won his 1-on-1 against Henderson to assist Ilkay Gundogan, whereas Van Dijk hardly ever lets opponents dribble past him. Klopp has been sensational for Liverpool. There hasn't been a manager who has captured the mood on Merseyside like he has since Bill Shankly. The fans will love him forever for delivering them a title after 30 long years. I admire the way he protects his players. I had a manager in Arsene Wenger who never publicly criticized us. Even after losing to City, Klopp refused to blame Alisson. Liverpool play on energy and emotion and feed off their fans. When the atmosphere at Anfield is at fever pitch, the players and the crowd are in complete harmony. Liverpool's heavy metal football is not the same without that backing band. Klopp faces another ambitious manager in Rodgers. He wasn't the man to win Liverpool the Premier League, but he could yet win Leicester a trophy this season. There is a lot riding on Saturday's game. The result could have a massive effect on where these sides end up this season.